doing here?
What are you doing here? Why did you bring friends?
Piper, this is May. That's Clyde.
A water guy. Cool. And you must be one of the strangels. I like your wings. Thank you.
What manner of creatures are these?
Who's back there?
I know that voice.
Oh, right. Lindsay, you remember Dr. Xiao?
Wait, seriously?
How the heck did both of you...
We do not have time to reacquaint.
She's right. We'll catch up later. They must know we're here.
Right, the PX-39. Maybe they'll think it's malfunctioning. You know, since it's telling them the wormhole opened in the middle of their own base.
Don't count on it.
Why not?
Have you noticed where you are, Mr. Leck?
It's a room within a room.
Why are the walls clear?
They call it the aquarium. Although I'm not sure they ever intended to have an actual fish inside of it. No offense, buddy. Can he hear me?
He can't, no. So, what is this?
It's an enclosure.
It's a polycarbonate containment chamber, actually. They set it up after
Jonas attacked this place, they built a cell right where he crossed over in case he or anyone else ever tried this again.
You mean like how we just did? So what? We're trapped?
This is the Endless Elsewhere podcast, Chapter 28, The Surprise Party.
I'm sorry. I tried to warn you, to turn you back, but...
And then we could have gone with you to escape this horrible place.
But the portal closed too quickly.
Yeah, I'm afraid that was our plan.
To prevent anyone from this side getting through.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished.
Speaking of doors, where is the one for this room?
Over there?
Lindsay, it'll probably take both of us.
Right.
Guys, it's impossible. Believe me, we tried. Wait, what are those?
Out, everybody, let's go.
Well, if they didn't already know we were here, they sure do now.
哎呦我的妈呀!
So, what are we doing?
We're here to destroy the PX-39.
That's several levels down, and every security officer in the base will be here in 2 minutes. Make that 1 minute.
Is that an elevator?
Assemble the phalanx.
Joseph, show Clyde what to do with his shield. Piper, Xiao, get behind us.
Everybody get together, come on.
The Strangel armor withstood the gunfire as predicted. However, the impact of each round was powerful, like a hammer strike, and they came by the dozens. We struggled terribly just to hold the formation. It took everything we had to keep the shields in place. If one scale in the armor slipped, someone would die. Then, all of us would.
Joseph, I can't...
Hang on. Just a little longer.
Now!
May! Wait! Clyde!
Cover them.
Lindsay, what are you doing? Give me that thing.
Hey! Stop! You don't even know how to use it!
You're the one who doesn't know how to use it. Now, let me show you.
When she and Xiao had taken cover behind us, Piper had watched me operating the zapper. It's a simple enough weapon and didn't take her long to figure it out. I didn't understand what she meant about me using it incorrectly until it was my turn to watch her wield the weapon. Piper turned it on the security forces again, but unlike me, she targeted them with lethal aim. I was just trying to incapacitate them, but she sought to put them down permanently, and did. In the same amount of time it had taken her to learn the zapper, she used it to end the skirmish.
Wait
weren't supposed to.
Oh, sorry. I snatched this from you, Lindsay. That was pretty rude. Here you go. You can have it back now.
Maybe you should keep it, Piper.
That's okay. There's plenty here for me to choose from.
Piper tossed the zapper back to me. I was still in an appalled daze and only caught it on a startled reflex. With mouth agape, I then watched as Piper went to pick through the dead heaps of security officers, pulling weapons and ammo from lifeless hands.
Oh, yes. These will do nicely. Don't just stand there, Doctor. Grab as much as you can carry.
But I don't know how to use any of this. I'm not a soldier.
No, you're not. But you can be a squire.
A what?
Grab that guy's backpack and bring it here.
Okay. So what is a...
You're gonna carry all this and hand me weapons as I ask for them. Got it?
Ah, I understand.
I expected more of a fight.
And you'll get it. Believe me.
What do you mean, Piper?
There are more coming. A lot more.
We weren't supposed to.
What's wrong, Lindsay?
This isn't what we came here to do. Piper, are they all dead?
Oh, good point. We should make sure, huh?
Piper, stop! We're not here to kill anyone.
What? I don't remember you complaining last time.
By last time, Piper had meant gunning down those mercenaries in the diner. She'd killed those men as coldly as she had these. It disturbed me as much then as now. Well, maybe a bit more now with the body count being so much higher. I guess I'd never really reconciled our friend, the plucky waitress, with the deep cover operative of the Cabal. But she was neither of those things anymore. Piper had betrayed her employers to rescue Joseph and I, making our enemies hers. She'd given up everything for us, and now here she was, once again using the skills they'd taught her against them. I knew I should be grateful, and I was. But this was wrong. Piper had not been present for it, of course, but the rest of us had entered into an agreement before this mission. We were to capture, not kill. I looked to the rest of my group, expecting to see their own horror for this violence, but they did not seem to feel the same as me. At least not to the same degree. Clyde, at least, looked stunned, but he was simply reacting to the power of the zappers, which he had never seen in use until then. Aquatic expressions are difficult to read, especially inside of their water-filled helmets, so when they have a strong reaction, you can tell. Usually it's one of their massive smiles, like what Clyde had given Jonas earlier, but that's not the expression he wore now. I knew the aquatics could grin gigantically, but now I knew they could frown the same.
Come on. Am I the only one here who...
We are at war, Lindsay. Bloodshed will be inevitable. Unavoidable, even.
Jonas said that we would spare all that we could.
Jonas is not here.
This is not what we agreed to.
They are not going to give us a choice but to...
To kill them? We're supposed to be better than that.
All right. We don't have time to bicker. If we're gonna do this, we gotta do it now. They're already scrambling reinforcements from outside the facility.
How long do we have?
Not long at all.
Can we use the observation deck?
What's that? The platform thing they came down on?
Yeah.
No, they'll have it shut down already.
How?
There are cameras everywhere. Everything we're doing is being watched from a control room at the surface.
We should destroy those cameras as we go. Blind them to what we're doing.
There's no time. We'd never get them all anyway.
But they'll...
It's fine, Lindsay. Let them watch us. I want them to see.
Fine. But can we do something about that alarm, please?
Yeah, I got it.
Ah, thank you. So the elevator's out. Are there stairs we can use?
Yes, but access to them will be cut off. They've already remotely locked every door in the facility. We're gonna need your phaser things to blast our way through.
That's not a problem. We just need a quick recharge. Lindsay, let me have yours.
I handed my weapon over to Joseph as he knelt to the floor. He lay his shield face down, the inner side showing, along with the charging plate. He set his zapper upon it. Fortunately, the re-energizing process was a quick one. When his was done, he replaced it with mine.
Here you go, babe. Okay, let's get going. This way.
What? How do you know?
The books. This place was described in detail. There should be a corridor right... Wait, hang on.
What corridor.
Hang on, there should be. It's not.
It's been decades since the time of the books. They've probably made changes to the place since then. Like this fishbowl thing.
Aquarium.
Yeah, that.
It's fine. We got him.
Who, me?
Right. Dr. Xiao, you worked here. Do you know your way around?
Yes, mostly. I was not allowing to every part of the...
That's okay. We just need to get to the PX-39. The thing you found and called my show about years ago? You remember how to get to it, right?
From here, yes, I believe I can.
Lead the way, Doc.
Through there.
That door?
Yes.
Lindsay, Mr. Leck, if you'd be so kind to...
Come on, everybody, let's go. Hey, Linz, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure? Is it what happened back there?
Yeah, but it's also... I don't know. Maybe it's this place. The sudden change of setting is messing with my head. We went from Middle Earth to Area 51 in a blink.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's more than that, actually. This is the most high-tech facility on the planet, right?
It is, yeah.
So why does it feel like
A haunted house.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel it too.
I just want to get this done and get out of here. I'll be better once we're gone. We all will be.
I didn't like how callous everyone, including my own husband, had become since we'd stepped through the portal. I didn't blame them. I blamed the place and its weird, mysterious atmosphere. I mean, what else could it be?
There. That door leads to the stairs.
I'll get this one. Everyone back.
Wait, let me. It's clear. Come on.
What's on the next level?
Tier. They call them tiers.
Why?
This base was constructed as an inverted ziggurat, modeled after the one Grindel had constructed for himself in the orb in ancient Egypt.
When he traveled back to find and hide the vessel until it could be rediscovered in the modern era. His quest through time and space that broke reality and split the timeline.
Are you guys seriously recapping right now?
So this structure, it is not unlike the Atlantean pyramid upon the islet?
Yes, just upside down and underground. The widest part, the base of it, is at the surface. Then it tapers down into the earth, to the peak, the burial chamber.
Burial chamber? Like the crypt beneath the castle?
Not exactly. It's a vault. More than that, it's the most secure room on the earth. And while his spirit was away from it, on that time travel mission Lindsay just mentioned, it's where the Cabal kept Grindel's body.
And it's where he lies once again.
What are you... Oh, wait. Hardesty told Troxel to bring the body of Leonard Dyer here, didn't he?
But as their prisoner now since he turned against the Cabal.
Right. So, she actually did? Troxel brought Leonard Dyer here?
Apparently.
Apparently. Have you not seen him?
No, I have not seen him, Mr. Leck. But I'm pretty sure he's there. Come on, we need to keep moving.
How can you be sure?
We really don't have time for this.
Make the time, Piper. Please, tell us what you know. How did you get here?
Just spin it for us quick.
Fine. His host body was dying. Leonard Dyer had cancer, as it turns out. A terminal case. He must have known before offering himself to Grindel, and that's why he did it in the first place.
He had nothing left to lose.
So if Dyer kicks the bucket, the spirit of Clarence Grindel will be released.
And he'll wreak havoc on this whole facility.
Jumping body to body like he did in Shady Hollow, making them all kill each other or themselves until there's not one left.
Something they wanted to avoid, obviously. They sent Keith to find the sarcophagus.
The what?
The preservation capsule. The one built by the Beowulfs. It's in the undercroft of the mausoleum in Circle City Cemetery.
It was. Now it's here. In one of those cosmic ironies, the Cabal stole the plan of the Counter-Cabal and used it with more success.
They put his body inside of it. to freeze him or whatever, to keep the man from dying. But more importantly, to keep Grindel from escaping. You said they sent Keith to find it? Why?
He knew where it was, but so did the Cabal. So why involve Sorrels at all?
Oh, right. You guys don't know that part. According to Keith, the Cabal have, taken over the podcast. It sounds like they have him, Sylvia, and the others under their thumb now.
Under their thumb?
What does this mean?
Our friends have to do whatever they say.
Why would our foes not simply kill them?
It's just the way of the Cabal. To show the world that they can not only defeat those who stand against them, but subjugate them as well.
It is humiliation?
Yes.
So they made Keith go back into the city for the sarcophagus. Is that where you spoke to him? When he told you all of this?
Sorta.
We were inside of it.
Inside the what? The sarcophagus?
Both of you?
Yeah, it works with two apparently.
Why were you...
Circle City is sealed up tight. We couldn't get out. Even if we did, both Xiao and I are traitors to the Cabal, so...
So your plan was, what? To go to sleep and try your luck in the future?
Something like that, yeah. But then Keith came along and interrupted our beauty sleep.
How did you end up here?
They came in the sarcophagus, didn't you?
It was the only way we were getting out of the Circle City.
How did you hope to escape, though? Keith must have known they were going to bring the preservation capsule here.
He did, yes. We weren't trying to escape. Keith charged us with a quest of our own, to get inside this place and strike a blow at them. We agreed to try, but, well, I gave them a fight. But as I had assumed, it wasn't enough.
That's why we found you guys jailed in the fishbowl when we crossed over.
Aquarium.
How do you know it worked? The sarcophagus, I mean, with Leonard Dyer's body.
They told me during one of my interrogations.
They tortured her.
My eyes instantly watered at the utterance of that word. I turned a now glassy stare to Piper, but she looked away as if to refuse my pity. To betray the Cabal was to be ranked lower than even their enemies. Her treatment by them must have been unimaginable. Now I understood the rage I'd seen her unleash upon the guard force. And now I, the supposed moral compass of our group, felt less sorry for them.
What did they want to know, Piper?
If we were part of a bigger plan, if there were more of us coming, which, as it turns out, there were.
Piper lifted her eyes off the floor, looking to Joseph and then to me. I tried to read her face, but couldn't. When Piper put up the wall, there was no getting past it.
I'm so sorry, Piper. This is on us. Ever since you saved Joseph and I, your life is... You've been attacked, chased, imprisoned, and even...
Do I regret it? Is that what you're going to ask me, Lindsay? Not for a minute.
When Piper showed any kind of emotion, it was only what she wanted you to see. A skill from her training, but more so from her years of experience as a deep cover operative. However, when she smiled that winning smile of hers, the one that always seemed to be waiting for Joseph and I when we stepped into Joe's diner, I knew it was as authentic now as it was then.
I have so much more to tell you guys, but it'll have to wait. We've lingered too long as it is. Let's get going.
What's through there? What's this level? Tier?
Well, at the time of the books, it was housing for the staff, but maybe not anymore. Xiao?
Sleeping quarters, yes.
So, where is everyone?
They would have evacuated the personnel as soon as you arrived. The non-combatant personnel, anyway.
But why haven't we seen anyone in the stairwell?
There are other elevators besides that platform you saw earlier.
Could we use any of them? Or are they...
They're locked down at this point. Yeah.
Dang.
I had a room here, very small.
What did you say, Doctor?
I had not earned a larger one yet.
Earned?
The Cabal functions as a meritocracy. The better you serve them, the higher you climb. The better your status, the better your privileges.
Oh, right. I remember Five Coat talking about promotions. And Troxel, too, must have...
Come on, guys. We can't keep stopping like this.
Right, sorry.
Wait.
We can't. Not again. Come on.
Hang on, Piper.
What is it, Joseph?
The place hasn't changed that much. Xiao, this tier, it's still the archive, isn't it?
The stacks, they called it, yes.
The stacks? Oh, they have a library?
Mr. Leck, please. We need to... We don't have time for this.
I'll just be a minute.
Joseph dashed through the smoking doorway, the rest of us trickling in after him. We all remained behind as my husband alone went deeper into the archives. From floor to ceiling were enormous shelving units, all of them overstuffed with countless volumes from antiquity. Joseph's collection of manuscripts, vast as it was, paled in comparison. This was the collection not of a lifetime, but of lifetimes. Since its formation in some long ago era, the Cabal had sought out esoterica. This was hidden and forbidden knowledge, and the secret society had made darn sure it stayed that way. If you can control information, controlling the world is easy enough. My husband could have spent years poring over it all, but we didn't have years. We had minutes, if even that. Fortunately, Joseph knew what he was looking for.
Babe, we can't stay here. Please, come back.
Hang on. I know it's here, somewhere. If I could just...
What are you after?
Hurry it up, Mr. Leck.
Just one more minute. It's important.
What? What is?
1 second.
I saw Clyde's hands moving, shaping out something no one here could read, but I'm pretty sure that even the aquatic was trying to tell my husband to hurry the heck up.
Joseph, we must complete the mission and return to the rendezvous. Jonas will be waiting.
Oh, Jonas will understand, believe you me. In his story, the Cabal tracked them back to Pendergast Mansion and torched it. Remember, Lindsay? We found what was left of it.
The hill with the cavern and the bard and all that. Yeah, I remember, but what?
Well, before they set fire to the house, they looted the Pendergast library, stealing some of his most important documents, and here they are. And now I'm stealing them back.
Joseph returned to us with an armful of documents. My husband's grin is rarely so wide.
Xiao, do you mind? The backpack, can I...
Oh, sure, yes, I can just carry everything. I'm only one of the smartest men on the planet. Please use me as a pack mule.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
难以置信.
Xiao turned around as Joseph came forward. I stepped over to unzip the backpack, into which my husband started stuffing the documents.
Make sure those go under the ammo, please. I'll need my stuff sooner than you'll need yours, Mr. Leck.
Right. Yeah, I got you.
Wait, was that a scroll?
Sure was. There is some really good stuff in here. There's a... hang on. What is this?
Joseph was just then tucking the last document into the backpack, but suddenly withdrew it again, looking it over. He was confused. Xiao tossed a glance over his shoulder.
What is it?
Why'd you stop? Let's go.
What, Joseph?
This was with the other Pendergast stuff.
Okay, so?
But it's not from his library.
Joseph held in his hand a book. It was maybe the most modern of all of its fellows in the backpack. Even still, it was very old. On its faded yellow cover was the emblem of a clock. The face of this was black, whereas the hands and hour markers were a contrasting white. These digits were also Roman numerals, which further testified to its antiquity, I guess. Looking it over, I realized what Joseph already had. This manuscript resembled the other Pendergast chronicles, which also bore symbols upon their covers. Recall, the spiral, the compass rose, and the star. But now, here was another, a clock. Joseph opened the cover and paged through it quickly, but delicately, with feverish excitement.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes, it is another.
Another what?
Another Pendergast story. That is what it is, right?
It must be if the Cabal cataloged it with the rest of his stuff. It's older than even the first manuscript, though. This one is dated from the late 1870s. That's around the time Pendergast would have been born.
So, do you want to stand here and read the whole thing, or can we run away now?
Right. Sorry. Let's go.
Joseph forced the manuscript down inside the backpack and zippered it closed. He'd barely finished before Xiao started forward after Piper, who was already moving to the stairwell again. The rest of us caught up to her, and she led us down to the next tier. Piper tried to keep us moving past it, but I brought our group to a halt again. It wasn't curiosity. I could have ignored that. No. I sensed something here. Something I could not ignore. That haunted feeling I'd been contending with had suddenly strengthened right outside this door.
What's in there?
The specimens.
Of what?
Nephilim fossils. Whenever one is recovered, it's usually sent to a museum for study, but then
it vanishes. And this is to where it vanishes. In one of our first ever conversations, you told me that museums were a black hole for the proof of true history. This is what you meant.
It is.
Well, I don't know if there's room in Xiao's backpack for any giant bones, but we can at least have a look, right?
We did the library. Now you guys want to do the museum too? Come on, we don't have time for these field trips. We have to keep moving.
Sorry, Piper. We'll be quick.
Oh, you guys are unbelievable.
We moved into another expansive chamber, although it was noticeably smaller than the previous one. As Joseph had said, the structure continually narrows the deeper it descends into the earth, so each tier became subsequently smaller. Oh, and increasingly claustrophobic.
This is incredible.
This is abominable. A shrine to wickedness.
Everywhere your eye turned was a display case, behind the glass of which lay a fossil. There were many bones and many more bone shards, but only one complete skeleton. And it was to this that all of our attention turned and remained. Everything else the repository had to offer immediately fell out of focus. There, standing at the back of the chamber, lording over the entire collection, was a monolith. It was a single slab of rock that had been hewn from the earth in some long ago time. The bottom was cut flat so that it could stand upright, symbolically resurrecting the giant by bringing him back to his feet. You see, encased in the stone and protruding from the surface of it was one of the ancient colossi. My eyes climbed the monolith to the skull, to its wide, empty sockets. The darkness inside of them was unnatural, resisting even the strong track lights that had been aimed at it. This was the source of my ill feeling. From this monolith radiated the sense of evil that pervaded the Bunker of Babel, what made a sophisticated, state-of-the-art facility feel like a haunted house. I had to look away.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
Aside from Pendergast himself, this is the only recurring character in all 3, maybe 4, manuscripts.
Really? This thing? It's mentioned in every book?
Joseph, why do our enemies seek to hide these creatures from your people?
To manipulate history. If you can keep a hold on the past, the future will be in your hands as well. Soon enough, though, they're going to let everyone in on the secret. They will reveal the existence of these creatures, but not their true origin or their intent. The Cabal believe them to be something they are not, and they will do their very best to convince the world of the same lie.
But why?
To prepare everyone for the arrival of the Argosy.
这是什么东西?
Say again, Doug?
What is that?
The Argosy is the Cabal's codename for the giant spaceship.
Spaceship?
A vessel full of these things is on its way to Earth right now. It will arrive here in 2060.
But these creatures are extinct, yes?
Some of them survived on the world of our friends here.
Is this true?
It is, yes.
We've been in the presence of living giants. So why does this not feel any different, standing here in front of this fossil?
It's haunted. in the most genuine sense of that word.
You said the spirits of the giants were the only true ghosts, because they are not bound to the same rules as other mortal creatures.
Everyone in the manuscripts who encountered this thing reported feeling an evil presence from it. The spirit that once inhabited this body remains tethered to it still.
That's what we're feeling?
And it, in turn, feels the spirit in us.
May shut her eyes and put a hand to her heart.
We have brought the presence of the Maker into this vile place. The darkness is recoiling from the light.
We're making the ghost of this thing angry. Is that what you're saying?
I'd like to leave now, please.
Oh, but that was never mentioned in the books.
What?
No, that's new.
Can we go, please, Mr. Leck?
Joseph, what?
Do you see that? Right there, in the right femur. There is a drill mark.
Are they trying to get a sample or something?
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
I'm sorry, I didn't know. They didn't tell me.
Tell you what, Doctor?
My work here, but I didn't know it was for. I didn't know it had come from this thing.
Spit it out, Doc.
They provide me with DNA. I was supposed to.
Supposed to what?
I was one of dozens of scientists working on that.
What were you doing here?
Cloning. They were tasked with cloning a Nephilim.
Excuse me?
How do you know that?
I don't. Not for sure, just doing the math here.
But why would they?
That part I haven't figured out yet.
Oh, I might have an idea about that. What if when the spacecraft sets down in Circle City decades from now, the Cabal want to have a giant of their own to greet them?
For what purpose?
If a bunch of humans approach the ship, the giants aboard will just rip them apart. That actually happened in the third manuscript, when a group of the Cabal's operatives tried to make contact. But if one of their own was to come forward, the Nephilim on the Argosy would at least hear it out, right? The clone could explain that the Cabal have prepared the Earth for the giants, that they are allies and not enemies.
How would the clone speak their language? Or would it even...
I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. There's a more important question anyway. Doctor, were you ever successful?
No, never. The process always failed.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Great. Can we go now?
Yes, we can. Wait, hang on. Where's the...
What now?
There's something missing from the collection. Something mentioned in the books. Why would they remove it from here?
What is it?
It doesn't matter. Forget it. Let's go.
Finally.
We left that tier and quickly descended to the next, where our group, after blasting our way through another sealed door, beheld the goal of our mission. Built into the wall of the chamber was the PX-39. We have discussed the machine at length over the years, but we're only now laying eyes on it. We did so with a kind of reverence. Sure, our group had come to destroy this thing, but we hesitated to do so. I, for one, just stared, feeling strangely indebted to it. Now, did I truly owe the PX-39 for my husband, my amalgam sister, or our adventures together? No, not really. But the machine was the spark, the inciting incident. When it came to life, so too did the Endless Elsewhere podcast. As for the design of it, there was a large circular monitor that resembled a radar screen. Glowing on the display was a map of the Earth with a grid superimposed over top of it. There was a blinking red spot in the American Southwest, showing where the portal had last opened. I stepped closer to have a better look. Then I turned my attention to the rest of the wall. There was a variety of knobs, switches, levers, gauges, and dials, all the hallmarks of yesteryear's industry. Hardesty had been at work for the Cabal in an age when things were built to last. That was certainly true for the PX-39. Furthermore, it never became obsolete because the device could never be replicated. At least, not without disassembling the machine to reverse engineer it, but that risked destroying the only functioning version of a singular piece of technology. Clearly, the Cabal had not rolled the dice on that and continued to use this to track the wormhole. It was an oldie but a goodie. There had not been traffic between the two worlds for decades, and in all that time, this machine had lain dormant. The Cabal may have even considered scrapping the thing, if not for its tremendous size. It would be less work to just leave it. That, and the PX-39 was built right into the wall, so it was probably structural at this point. But then May and her friends activated the orb, and in so doing, inadvertently activated this device as well. Detecting the formation of a wormhole had reawakened the PX-39 from its long slumber, and dramatically so. According to Xiao's story, it had caused a power failure throughout the whole facility. He had traced the source of this drain to a sub-level, and in the confusion of the brownout, he managed to get past security. As most scientists do, Xiao had a curious mind. But unlike his colleagues, he was willing to pursue answers even when they were forbidden to him, which is how the biochemist ended up down here with the PX-39. Xiao discovered the function of the machine, and, bewitched by the possibilities, he then did the unthinkable. As if making his way into a restricted part of it wasn't bad enough, Xiao then slipped away from the facility. He was not a member of the Cabal. He was simply one of their many civilian workers called upon from Beijing to assist with research. A stranger in a strange land, he dared to travel cross-country alone. He'd come to the place indicated by the machine, the location of the wormhole's opening, a Midwestern metropolis. After searching in vain for anyone who may have witnessed this momentous event, he found himself in Joe's diner, where his search for a cup of tea was just as in vain. It was while there that he heard a late-night paranormal talk show on the radio. Then, with Piper listening in, he placed a call to Circle City Supernatural. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Oh, they've cleaned.
What?
And it was very messy in here when I found this thing.
Right. You said in your call that they had been using this as a storeroom or whatever. I guess it could serve no other purpose. Not until this thing came back on, anyway.
And since then, the orb has been used more frequently, which means so has the PX-39.
And that's why they tidied the place up.
It would appear another round of cleaning is in order.
Oh, you mean all the papers scattered on the floor? Yeah. I guess they left in a hurry when the evacuation order came through. They haven't been gone long either. Look here. This cup of coffee is still hot.
Is it now? Let me just have a little taste of that. Ah, exquisite.
Ew, babe, you don't know who you're drinking after.
I know they're pure evil and all, but the Cabal makes a pretty good cup of coffee. It's almost as good as... Hey, Piper
Was making a good cup of coffee part of my training as a deep cover operative? No, of course not. That's absurd.
Oh, okay. I just thought, since you were undercover as a waitress in a diner, that maybe they... Never mind.
Let us complete our mission and be gone from this wretched place.
Kind of feels wrong to destroy it.
I know what you mean. This must have taken Hardesty so many attempts to perfect.
I was being weirdly sentimental. What did you mean?
It's the PX-39. There must have been 38 other iterations of this device. Smaller prototypes, most likely. All failures before this one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't put that together.
I hadn't either until just now, and I always wondered why he didn't give this thing a cutesy nickname like he did his other devices.
The music box and the lantern. Yeah, why didn't you ever ask him?
It was pretty low on my extensive list of questions.
So we are not destroying it?
No, we are. We have to.
And before this army shows up.
Oh, right. Them.
What is it, Piper?
They really should have been here by now. We took our sweet time getting down here, and still they haven't shown. This whole place should already be flooded with soldiers.
Why do you make that sound like a bad thing?
They're holding their people back for some reason. They let us get this far. There's no other explanation.
Why would they?
Guess we could ask. They're watching everything we do. I assume they're listening too.
Whoa. What the heck are those?
Me and my big mouth. As soon as I uttered this, a pair of portholes in the ceiling disclosed, and things like loudspeakers dropped down and angled toward us. We expected a voice to come through, but the Cabal had nothing to say to us.
What is that?
I think it's infrasound.
Ow, what?
It's a sonic weapon.
Turn it off.
We have to make it stop.
The Cabal had lured us into a trap. By the time Piper had realized the fact, it was too late. They had been listening as well as watching, so they knew destroying this machine was our intent. The Cabal didn't need to lose any more guards in a firefight. All they had to do was sit back and wait for us to get here, knowing full well that we'd be easily overcome by this auditory defense system. For how important the PX-39 had become to them, it was not surprising they had recently installed this security measure here, in this chamber. Our enemies certainly relished in us getting this close, only to be stopped. And stopped we were. There was no defense against this weapon, and we dropped our own, not in surrender, but to clasp our now empty hands over our ears. We could not keep the frequency out, however. It penetrated our skulls and lanced our brains. My head throbbed terribly and I felt dizzy. I fell to my knees, then pitched over onto my side, curling into a ball. Joseph, who had already fallen to the floor, then crawled to me, pulling his shield over us both. The strange old metal could withstand bullets, but not this horrid sound. His attempt to deflect it was pointless. Realizing this, he threw the shield away and covered my hands with his own. But still, the frequency cut through to my ears. Joseph's own were now unprotected, so he was the first to black out. My husband slumped heavily over me. I would not be long behind him. The world started to go dark. Just before it did, however, a glimmer of hope shone through. Our quiet companion stepped forward. Because of his silence, it was easy for us to forget that he was there sometimes, as it must be for you, listener. I turned and rolled to look up at him. Clyde was the only one of us unaffected by the sonic weapon. The aquatic could feel the vibration of it, but the sound did not affect our friend, who had no auditory canal to be attacked. Perceiving the effect it had on us, however, he then attacked the loudspeakers. With his lengthy harpoon, he stabbed at them, cutting the machines from the ceiling. They fell and crashed to the floor in a shower of sparks. The frequency, mercifully, died off.
Joseph? Joseph, wake up! Come on, wake up!
Are you okay? Lindsay? Are you okay?
Are you?
Yeah, I think so. What happened?
Clyde. He saved us. Thank God he was here.
But now the rest of them will be...
Quickly, finish it.
Right. Lindsay, you ready?
I am so ready.
The pair of us regained our zappers, and with two of Hardesty's lesser creations, we destroyed one of his greatest.
There, it's done.
What do we do about that army on its way here?
We'll have to fight our way through it.
What if we had help?
What help?
Absolutely not.
What?
The next tier down is the burial chamber, the room where they're keeping Grindel. If we destroy the sarcophagus, and Leonard Dyer with it, Grindel's spirit will be set loose. He could rip through them all.
What would keep him from killing us, too?
It wasn't us who betrayed him, it was Hardesty.
You think he's gonna believe we weren't a part of that? Even if he does, even if he spares us, he could still time travel again and destroy reality, remember? No, I think we leave him right where he is, for the good of us all.
Yes, that. What she said.
I think we should...
Look, Mr. Leck, if you're eager to blow some stuff up, I might have something else for you. Xiao and I made Keith a promise.
What promise?
To get back to my old lab and destroy it.
He wanted us to strike a blow at the Cabal when we got here. Like I said earlier, we didn't get the chance to before we got caught. But then you guys came along, so maybe now we can.
Where is your old lab, Doctor?
That's the tricky part.
It is at the surface.
Isn't that where this army will be coming from?
Like I said, tricky. If we're gonna do this, we'll need to book it. Like, for real this time, no more delays.
But, Doctor, you said the work you were doing here was never successful. So, what's the point of sabotaging it?
Because they will not stop until they are successful.
If they haven't been already. Xiao, you've been away for a few years now. Who knows what strides, what breakthroughs they've made in your absence.
I doubt they got very far without me. I was always the brightest among them. But I see your point.
Could we even? Before the rendezvous, I mean. We need to be ready when the portal opens.
Have we not already struck a blow at them with the destruction of this device? Does it not fulfill the vow you made to your friend?
I guess it could be.
It's not enough. We need to do more. Piper and Xiao helped us with our mission. It's only fair that we help them with theirs.
We did not come here for...
We came here to help our friends, remember? That was the whole point of destroying this machine, so that we could use the orb for them. But now we have the chance to do even more for the people we left behind. We can
what? Destroy more of this place? Kill more of its people? We are not here for your friends, are we, Joseph?
May? What are you talking about?
From the start, I knew something was wrong. After Fladorwin, I vowed to never be misled again.
Misled? No one has. Joseph hasn't misled us, May.
If that is so, then he can say it.
Joseph, what is she talking about? Is there an... Why are we really here? Joseph.
We came here. We came here to keep them from
what?
From ever hurting you again.
What?
Speak only truth.
That is the truth, Maevalesse.
Speak all of it, then. If your aim was only to protect your beloved, then you would not have brought her on this quest, putting her in certain danger.
Like I could have even kept her from coming.
You know my meaning. Reveal what is in your heart.
Yes, all right? Yes, Maevalesse, you're right. I brought us here because I wanted the chance... I wanted the chance to hurt them back.
And there it is. Why have you...
They tried to kill her. They took the earth from me, fine, they can keep it. But they will not take my world. That woman, Maevalesse, that woman right there is my world. And I will not give them another chance to take her from me.
What? Joseph, what?
He has brought us here on an errand of revenge.
No. No, he hasn't. Joseph, you... Is that true? Is that why you pushed for this? All of this?
Jonas would have never agreed to this had he known.
You don't understand him as well as you think, Maevalesse. He knows what it is to lose a beloved.
Of what do you speak?
You don't know about her, do you? How would you? He doesn't speak of her. Before Lindsay, he had a wife on Earth. She died. Had he been able, he would have done everything conceivable to protect her.
Oh, yeah. You said she was killed by the Spanish flu.
What is that?
Something he could not fight. A sickness.
Like what took Zolanway and the others?
Yes, but unlike that, the Cabal is a disease, one that we can fight. It is an infection, and it must be eradicated.
I have heard this rant before. My friend, hear yourself. This is not the way of the Maker. Hearken to his voice. It is calling from inside of you. Let him turn you from this evil. Vengeance is a debt that is never repaid. The bloodshed, it will be without end.
Oh, it ends. It ends today. The Cabal doesn't know it, but this subterranean base of theirs, it is a grave. A grave they have dug for themselves. And I'm gonna bury them in it. Do you hear me? I know that you're listening. I'm going to bury you all!
Do good. Fight evil. Repeat. I'm Lindsay Leck, and this is the Endless Elsewhere podcast.